Hello and welcome to The Point of It All with Jamie and Trevor. Of course, he's Trevor. I am Jamie. We've been going for a while. Trevor, what have you been up to?
A lot of retro gaming.
A lot of retro gaming. And that's putting it mildly, folks. So what have you been up to as far as retro gaming? What are you guys going so far?
Lately, I've got a new gaming laptop, and I've been messing around with the Dolphin emulator. Loaded up GameCube and Wii games on it. They work flawlessly. If the game loads, it plays perfect.
So
I've been
what's been your go-to emulator the last couple of days, last couple of weeks, really? But
Dolphin's been my main one. I also was messing around a little bit of the PlayStation 2. I think it's PCSX2 or something like that.
yeah.
Doing PlayStation 2 games on PC. And mine runs it pretty good. I've only come across a couple that really don't work, so I've been really into those. Started recently messing around with an Xbox emulator, the original Xbox emulator.
Wow.
That I've not had as much success with. I got to do a little bit more tinkering with that. But,
That'll take a little more power to run that bad boy
yeah.
than what the current crop of consoles does. So I've been dabbling as well with the into the old school gaming, if you will. I finally got around to modding my Wii U. Now, if I'd known that it played GameCube games flawlessly, I would have done this a long time ago. But I had no idea they come along that far with the Wii scene and the Wii U scene, really. Wow. I mean, just plays the GameCube games perfectly. Hardly any glitches at all. In fact, I haven't found one glitch yet in all the games I've tried. So I've been messing around with that quite a bit. I've learned some Wii games on my Wii U hard drive as well. And it's been a blast, man. Some of the games I just miss playing a lot. Wii Sports Resort, just a brilliant game for the family. The bowling game, of course, is my favorite of the bunch. But my kids were probably, they were around for the Wii when it came out, but even they'd forgotten how fun those games were, so they're getting back into it as well. I got to buy another Wii remote because I only got two. I got like three kids, so I got to figure that out.
Funny thing with that, not to cut you off, I was reading stuff about this recently. The Wii and the Wii U especially Wii U, it didn't sell very well.
It did not.
So someday that system will probably be worth a lot of money because of it. Same as the Sega Saturn. Didn't sell well. Find one now, you're going to pay top dollar.
Now, the Wii, on the other hand, was one of the best-selling consoles to date, right?
Yeah.
Right?
That you'll probably find tons of. But I think as time goes, the GameCube and especially the Wii U, you'll have trouble getting your hands on it. It's not going to be easy. So you get one, buy it. You ever see a video, get it.
So get a Wii U, don't open it up. Get a brand new one.
Also same thing on the you're seeing this with the GameCube controllers come back into demand. You want to get an official first party GameCube controller? It's going to cost you $50 right now online.
The Wavebird?
Wavebird, I've seen those go unopened. I saw some on eBay, unopened ones, going for $150 to $200.
I've had a couple of those myself. They're opened up. They still work great.
I mean, some of that stuff comes back into demand, so you see some of that older stuff, get it. I mean, stuff like the PlayStation 1, you'll probably get forever. PlayStation 2, but some of that other stuff, especially the Nintendo stuff that didn't sell as well,
right?
Eventually, you won't be able to find it, and if you do, it's going to be rare and very expensive.
Once again, Nintendo proves that graphics aren't everything. It's just about the fun gameplay sometimes, and that's what they prove with the Wii U.
And I play my Switch. Honestly, I play my Nintendo Switch for as much as anything. And the games I play on it are arcade archives games. What's the game I got the other day? I can't remember. It was like I can't remember. I think it was Time Pilot. It was an arcade archive game. It was $8. So I mean, I just like some of that, simple stuff you just turn on and play.
Right. I know since
I'm sorry. There's one coming out too.
Since I modded the Wii U, I haven't touched my current gen consoles in like 3 weeks now. Yeah. You're having a blast with the old stuff. So.
Man,
go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Along the topic of the retro gaming, you placed an order for the Super 64 EON, right?
Yes.
And what is that device?
Well, what it'll do is basically a plug-and-play HDMI adapter for the Nintendo 64. So you just plug it into the port on the back, the video port, and boom, plug an HDMI cable in, and you're off. And there also is on the back a feature that will smooth out the image on the screen that you hit when you turn it on. So I kind of, when reading some reviews on it already, I don't have mine yet. Mine probably won't be here till mid next week, but you know, it doesn't smooth by default, which I kind of think, and I agree with some stuff I read, it should smooth by default. You'd have to turn it off. You know, the smoothing feature should be on automatically.
Yeah.
It's not on automatically from what I read, which I agree was kind of odd. So,
oh, it's an added feature that should have been like a mainstay anyway. I mean, it's kind of weird. Value added, I guess, but not really. That's like selling a car with no brakes.
Yeah. So that's one of those things that, you know, you maybe later down the road we'll see a second revision that it then does do it.
It's always on. Or if it's always on, maybe even offer a better option above that. I don't know if that's possible or not. But
yeah.
So what separates this device from other items on the market that you've seen?
You know, I saw some good comparisons on YouTube, people doing comparisons of the Ultra HDMI adapter to the Super 64 to the one by RetroTink, and then one by Hyperkin. You know, was another one. Hyperkin was only like $30. RetroTink was $100. The EON was $150, and the Ultra HDMI, I think to pay somebody to do it's like $350, $400. To buy a console on eBay, you're probably paying $600. So if you look at them in terms of that, you know, this would be right below the Ultra HDMI in terms of quality, from what it seems. RetroTink seemed to be close to what people were saying. RetroTink does not a plug and play. You still got to plug it into a wall.
Right.
It's a little bit cheaper. I mean, probably those are your two better options for a person that just wants a plug and play, you know?
Right.
But, the Hyperkin definitely seemed to be darker image, not as bright. Didn't have a smoothing feature like the Super 64 does. So, yeah, I'll be able to see when I have mine. But it seems like most said it was expensive. But if you want plug and play, it's your best option.
Right. Now, if you're like me, a cheap SOB, you will opt for the least expensive option that you can find, right? I mean, that's just what we do. We're trying to save money. I got 4 kids. One's going to college.
Yep.
I got to save money where I can. So I opted for this bad boy. The Musu RCA AV composite to HDMI video adapter. Now, I plugged it in and I tried it out, and really all you're buying is like an extension cord for your Wii video cord. That's your Wii video plug-in. There's no upscaling, you know, there's no smoothing. This is pretty much bare bones. It'll connect your TV via HDMI if you have the old composite hookups, but that is all you're getting. That's it. It's $20, mind you, whatever it was, $18, I guess, shipping. So you get what you pay for. This really wasn't meant to be an emulator's dream. It was meant to just pass a signal through to your HDMI port, and that's it. And that's pretty much all it does. Now, because it does nothing more than that, the video is still barely playable. I mean, I don't know. I almost think that you would get better results with the 64 with smaller TV screens. Do you know what I mean? That's just you're just blowing that horrible picture up like 50 times what it's supposed to be, and it's just not going to be good results. Even with the adapter that you bought, the EON 64 on a 75-inch TV, what are you expecting? I mean, what kind of quality are you expecting with that?
Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't expect anything great. I mean, you're probably not going to have it be as good as it was what you remember it in the old days. So, yeah, it's one of those things that it's never going to be perfect unless they would re-release a system that upscaled it with HDMI built in, and
they're not doing that. They're not going to do that.
I mean, you'll see it. You'll see them put it on their Nintendo Switch or something like that eventually before you see
that. You know what? How are they going to get around the same issue we're having with the screen, though? I mean, you're playing on an LCD screen, but you know what? PC screens look great on PC screens. Don't they look pretty good on monitors? I thought they looked pretty good.
They do. I mean, but there's no great emulation for 64. Everything's got an issue, Moopin and some of those to a degree on doing something. Yeah. 64 is a weird one to emulate. Versus PlayStation 1, you can run on pretty much everything.
Or the Dreamcast nowadays as well. You know,
Dreamcast is getting there also. Getting there also.
Yeah. I will say for the Super 64 by EON, I will say this. Given the cost of hard modding again, 64, what'd you say it was? $300, $400?
I think I saw it was like $300 or $400. You had to send your system away to somebody. You had to solder an HDMI input on the board.
So that would be the one saving grace of this device is that it's just so cheap. $150. You're not breaking the bank at that point. Now again, it's a 64. Is it worth $150? I don't know. We've all got to decide that, I guess. But it's. I mean, I never pay more than that. I wouldn't pay more than that to get my console modded anyway. Yeah. So if I had extra money lying around, I'd probably get it.
Look at it like this. 20 years ago, you'd have paid a couple $100 to have an EverDrive cartridge and a modded system that would play them. We would have broke the bank. I mean, we did. So,
right. So what do you think of the price? Is $150? I heard a lot, but I was reading the reviews and
I know I've read a lot of stuff that said it's too expensive, and I'm like, you get a better solution that's come along so far. It's cheaper than Ultra HDMI. Now, granted, the example of Ultra HDMI seemed to be better, but you're spending hundreds of dollars less. So, to me, a simple plug-and-play solution, you plug in the back, smoothing feature on and off at that point. To me, it doesn't seem that bad for $150.
So are we saying that the cost is justified by the simplicity?
I think so.
I mean, and not so much the feature set. I guess there's
some people might be happy with what you got. $20, it plugs in. They care less.
I want to toss it out the window or put
everybody's got a different taste for what they want.
No, it's different taste, but different budgets as well. So you're all in. You get yours in a couple of days, I guess, right? Next, Monday?
Yes.
We expect a full review, sir.
Yeah, I'll definitely. As soon as I get it, I'll definitely.
Feedback with some game footage as well.
That kind of thing.
With some game footage as well, the whole 9 yards. Yeah, I want to get back to my PS4. I'm playing the Heist. What's it called? The VR game. I can't think of the name of it, but it was based on the demo disc game that they made a full feature game out of. I can't think of the name of it. There's actually a free demo right now that you can get on PSVR, the PlayStation Store, of that game. I can't think of the name of it. It's coming up to my tongue. I can't think of the name of it. But it's a brilliant game. Check it out. What else you got, man?
Yeah, I'm having some difficulties with sound, so we might have to cut it.
I hear you. You sound great. It's cool. You can't hear me? Guys, this is it. Hey, we're done. Some technical difficulties here and there, but I think you guys got the gist of it. We'll be back probably tomorrow night with with some more videos for you guys. Again, as always, if you like what we're doing, we're just having fun. Like what we're doing, hit us up, subscribe at the bottom, please. Leave us some comments. We love to hear from you guys. And with that, adios. We will talk to you guys soon. Peace.
Take care.